surprised at her sudden change of heart?
Very surprised, very surprised. This is a highly unusual move for anyone, and she expressed such confidence in her appeal and in quote-unquote clearing her name that I was very surprised that she decided to do this, but I think it's savvy. I think it's a wise move, and it will allow her to go on with her life and go on with her business.
What does she gain by going and getting this over with early?
The benefits are primarily personal and business. There are no real legal gains, although it is an indication that perhaps her appeal is not as strong. Maybe her lawyers have told her that her appeal doesn't stand a good chance of keeping her out of prison, so she's made the decision, well, why not just get it over with then? And then it also eliminates the perception that the only reason she's appealing is to try to avoid going to jail, because the appeal's going to go on anyway.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing that you told me earlier, that the appeal does move forward in spite of this. How will this affect her appeal process at all?
Well, she could choose to drop the appeal, but right now the appeal is going forward, yes. And the appeal at this point, if she finishes serving her entire 5-month prison sentence and 5-month house arrest sentence, will strictly be to clear her name.
All right, so how long before we know what kind of prison she's going to, when she's going to start her prison sentence?
There's a lot of administrative work that goes into that, and that time frame is hard to predict. Certainly, I'm sure the courts and the prison system will do anything they can, as they would for any prisoner, to expedite the process and get her in there and get her time served. But there's a lot of paperwork that goes into it, and right now she wants to go to Danbury, and there is no room in the Danbury facility.
Why would she want to go to Danbury? It's a minimum security prison, and don't all minimum security prisons basically operate the same?
Well, there's her stated reason, which is that her 90-year-old mother is close by and can visit her there. And then there's the most likely additional reason, which is that it is widely reputed to be one of the more pleasant facilities, if you can consider any of them pleasant, to serve time in.
Will she be sharing a cell with anyone, and what kind of offender will that most likely be?
Well, that's all yet to be determined, but there will certainly be plenty of other women there with her. Most of them, the vast majority, will be white-collar criminals, embezzlers, thieves, that sort of thing.
And will she have duties? Will she have to work?
You bet. You bet. She's going to have to work just like everybody else. Now, it'll be interesting to see if they take advantage of her particular skill set at Danbury or wherever she winds up going. But she will be working, and no doubt will be doing some hard work. And the hardest thing about prison is simply the isolation from family, from friends, from the telephone, from your home, from everything you know.
Do you think she'll be going to jail within the next few weeks? Is it that quick, or is it going to be months before she'll actually, the paperwork will be put through?
My guess is 4 to 6 weeks. That's a guess.
All right. We're going to leave it at that. Lindley Jones, always good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.